What's up, DC Nation? Back to another video on Detective Comics 1027. Now, in this video, we're checking out Generations Fracture, right? It's a very important story in this entire book that is actually set up for the future issues of Generations. There's actually one comic called Generations Shattered that's going to be in January that has this team of heroes. The original Batman from 1939, Kamandi, Steel, we got Booster Gold, we got pretty much Dr. Light, guys. Dr. Light, yeah. We have all these different heroes, right? And it's really cool. I'm really excited. Oh, we also have Starfire. All these heroes. I'm really excited for that book. And they're going out after like a mysterious hero. And they're saying there's some like 5G stuff related to this, which I hope is not totally. Like, it may be, but so far I'm interested in the story. And this story, even though it's not the best in the book, it's still pretty solid. But yeah, guys, I'm going to give you all the details in the story and all my thoughts on it, so let's dive in. The story opens up with Batman just going through Gotham City on a regular night. He says, despite doing this for years, I've never had a night quite like this. Last day of the month, October 31st, a long night of taking down bandits. 26 so far, 5 to go. It's Halloween after all. Means the monsters are helping themselves to treats. Now, as soon as Batman lands down, you see Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula, the Wolf behind him, and they say, Batman, he's here. Not for long. Tear his head off. And it says, Generations Fracture. You see Batman ready to go. Now, Batman just kicks the heck out, takes them all out, right? You see him take down, like, the Mummy, the Wolf, the Dracula. He takes them out easily. Takes down the Frankenstein, too. Frankenstein just comes behind him, grabs him, but then Batman just shoots back, and then just hits him in the face, takes him down. Now, Batman's like, I need to look for the boss. He's walking down, goes behind the corner, and this guy says, oh, Batman. And Batman says, no, not in this wing of the museum. And then this guy says, history's greatest works, each of them a testament of time's passage, are here. If I can't have them, no one will. And then Batman says, Julian Day, the calendar man. Now, guys, you see Julian Day just lighting on fire this entire museum. Now, Batman says, you have to know that I won't let you do this. Now, Calendar Man says, try all you want to stop me. Flame is a living beast that can't. And then he gets punched in the face by Batman, and Batman says, burning fast. Must have used an accelerant. Suppressant capsules can only do so much. He tries to stop the fire, but that's when we see Calendar Man says, tonight everything burns. The calendar will never again mark these relics. Now Batman says, relics. And he looks back. He sees a picture of his parents, the Waynes. And he says, or memories. Now he tries to save this picture. He says, you're wrong, Day. Nothing burns tonight. But then this big flash of light comes through. He says, that light. And he says, what? Feels like everything is coming apart and fracturing and replicate. Wait. And that's when we see this whole double page spread of pretty much Batman just fracturing and going back to the past. Now, that's when he says, it's over. And we see Wayne Family Gallery, and we see in the shadows. And coming out of the shadows, we see the 1939 Batman, the original version of the Batman. He comes out, looks really cool, guys. The art style here looks amazing. And he looks back, he sees this artwork of his parents, and it's pretty much fine. It's not on fire. Now, that's when he goes out into the street. He says, no sign of a fire. Must have been a false alarm. Then he says, or it did have something to do with this. And out pretty much of this portal comes Kamandi. And Kamandi says, you're the Batman, right? And he says, the right one, I hope. Please, you have to come with me, okay? We need you. And Batman says, I do not understand. Are you burning? And Kamandi says, no. Look, I'm not sure of what's happening here. Some old man, he said that everything he knew was splintering and that I have to find you. And he says, it's for some kind of mission. Something about time being broken. Crazy, right? Now, Kamandi has a certain, gauntlet on him, and his gauntlet says, we don't have time for a long talk on this whole situation. In this timeline, Bruce Wayne has been Batman for just a few days. Situations such as this are unfamiliar to him. Now, Batman says, why should I trust you? And then Kamandi says, I know it's hard, but the man who sent me, he told me to come get you. Said you are crucial for fixing what's gone wrong. Now, Batman says, what man? And Kamandi says, the old guy. I think he said his name was Booster, and the gauntlet says Booster. And Kamandi says, he wasn't going to make it, so he sent me to do the job. That's what Kamandi says, time's up, come with me, please. Now, Batman says, come where? And the portal closes. They disappear into the timeline. And before they disappear, Kamandi says, the next place, or year, to get the team together. Now, we see in the past, we see this just paper route guy say, extra, extra, Poland falls to Germany. And it says, continue in Generations, future state number 1. Now, guys, this is a really cool story. Just seeing Kamandi Pretty much the last boy on Earth return is just so cool, right? I really like this character. I actually read a story that came out like I think a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. It was actually a 12-issue series called Commodity Challenge. They saw all these different writers just approach this character in a different way and try to tell his overarching storyline, right? I definitely recommend it. I may cover on this channel eventually because Commodity is one of my favorite characters. And to see him with my very favorite character, Batman, is just so awesome. Now, problems with the story though, it starts out really slow and it takes a little while to get going. Like, it only gets interesting when Commodity shows up, and that's like the last few pages of the story. So I feel like this is all just set up, and I hope this story gets better in the next pretty much comic, which is like pretty much Generations State something like that. But then we got Generations Shattered, which I'm very excited to read those, but it just needs to pick up the pace. And I hope Dan Jurgens actually does that, right? But yeah, guys, overall I'm giving the story a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was good, but it could be a little more, right? But guys, the comments below to know about the story. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for this whole generation event? Do you think this is going to actually factor into DC's actually previous event, 5G? And are you just excited to see Commodity and Batman teaming up? I know I am, but are you? And guys, like to give a big thumbs up on your channel. Make sure to subscribe to my next Detective Comics 1027 review. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.